I heard a quote today and it went something like this: never make financial decisions when you're drunk or when you're fearful. I am Marie Brown, and this is my channel, Minds in Motion, where we talk about personal finances, investing, and how to become the best version of yourself. Today, I want to talk about how we are going to survive financially through this pandemic. I'm pretty sure that you guys are all aware that there is an outbreak of virus, and it's spreading through the U.S. very quickly. It's causing some people to not be able to go to work, not be able to go to school. They're shutting down certain travel. They're shutting down certain professional sporting events, also college sporting events. There is so much going on right now around this virus outbreak, and it's to the point where they've now named it a pandemic. So I want to talk about what you can do today to prepare yourself financially so that you can make it through this tragic time. The first thing that I want to mention is to make sure that you're keeping yourself healthy and you're keeping yourself safe from this virus or outbreak. Make sure that you're washing your hands. Make sure that you're not touching your face. Have a plan. Sit down with your family. Discuss what you guys are going to do if for some reason you are laid off from work, or if you have younger kids and school gets closed, or maybe you have teens in college, or maybe you guys might have to work from home. But whatever the case is, whatever the outcome is, being that we don't know how long this is going to last, or we don't know how long it's going to take for them to come up with a cure or get this thing under control, you want to make sure that you have a plan for what you're going to do over the next couple of days, weeks, or months, however long it takes. Have an emergency fund. Guys, this is one of the most important times that you want to have an emergency fund. If you don't have one yet, in my opinion, it's not too late. Start out with building an emergency fund of at least $1,000. Once you have an emergency fund of $1,000, then you want to make sure that you have 3 to 6 months of expenses in an emergency fund. Make sure that it's an account that can be easily liquidated, such as a high yielding savings account or one of the basic money market accounts. But you want to make sure that this money is easy to access if you were to need it. Don't accumulate any new debt right now. And if you have debt and you're able to pay off that debt, pay it off, because the less expenses you have, or the least amount of expenses you have, the better you are if for some reason your hours get cut at work, or you get laid off, or again, we don't know what's going to happen right now during this pandemic. So the less that you have to worry about, the easier it'll be for you to get through whatever it is that we have to go through in order to get to the other side of this situation. Is to have a budget. It is so important right now that you have a budget, that you look at your expenses, that you look at your income. If there is any way that you can earn extra money, you want to be doing that right now. If it's any way that you can cut back on your spending, you definitely want to be doing that right now. You want to be doing everything that you can to get you and your family in a better situation, to get through whatever it is that we're going to have to go through to see this thing through to the end. Also, for those of you who are in the stock market, don't panic sell. If you're getting, wormy or itchy or antsy right now, cut off those brokerage accounts. Log out of those accounts. Stop looking at your accounts. But whatever you do, do not panic sell right now. You put your hard-earned money into your investments. You've invested for a reason. Either you want to retire early, you want to reach financial independence, whatever it is, wherever you started investing, you have to keep that at the front of your mind and just know that things like this have happened before. We have had market corrections in the past. We have had recessions, depressions. We have had all of these things occur in the past in the stock market. And guess what? We've made it out of it. And the thing that I know is that no matter how low the stock market goes, the stock market always goes up. And if you guys haven't watched my video on how to handle a recession or how to handle investing, I will leave those videos in the description below so that you guys can check those out after this video. Also, it is important that you, if you are in the market, stay in the market. Like I say, maybe you don't want to put any money in the market right now. Maybe you've already invested all of your surplus. Maybe you don't have any more dry powder right now. But whatever you do, don't start selling. Don't get out the market. If you just need to hold for right now and build your emergency fund back up and build up some extra money in order to invest in good quality companies, after you look at the companies, evaluations, earning calls, financial reports, make sure that you're doing your due diligence, that you're investing in quality companies, you're not investing money that you're going to need, and that you invest what you're comfortable with. No matter what anyone else is doing, you have to do what you're comfortable with. You want to be able to sleep at night no matter the decisions that you make. And then the last thing that I'll tell you guys is to, just stick to the plan. If you're panicking right now, if you're fearful right now, if you find yourself with a little bit of anxiety right now, then find yourself a hobby. Sit down, read a book, take this time to educate yourself on personal finances, on investing, on personal development. Take this time to relax a little bit. Take some time to yourself. Do some things that you've been wanting to do that you've been putting off. Do some cleaning. I don't know, but don't sit around and panic. Don't be fearful. Don't act out of emotions, and don't do something that you're going to later regret. Just make sure that if you want to stay ahead during these trying times, during this pandemic, that you, one, have an emergency fund, two, don't create any new debt, pay off old debt, you know, lower your expenses. Three, have a budget, stick to it. Four, if you're in the market, stay in the market, don't panic sell. Five, if you can invest in quality companies. And six, if you're having, a lot of anxiety, if you're feeling a lot of emotions and you can't sleep at night, find a hobby, find something to do, read a book, invest in yourself. But we just all got to stay calm right now, guys. We all got to do whatever it is that we need to do to get through this, pandemic, this outbreak. We just got to stick together. We got to help one another. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, because I know it's other things that you guys could be doing. Again, I am Marie Brown. This is my channel, Minds in Motion, where we talk about personal finances, investing, and how to become the best version of yourself. If you haven't, make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification, and of course, leave a comment below, because it does help with the YouTube algorithms. Thank you guys again. I hope you have an amazing day. Stay safe and stay healthy.